You know, I would really like a Slayers t-shirt, by the way, Ben.
A Slayers t-shirt?
Yeah.
I think we can probably arrange for that.
Yeah, I think we can do that too. And the Slayers mousepad is really cool too. You know, just as my fan, I wouldn't wear them.
Yeah, it is a really cool mousepad. I've seen that mousepad. I like it.
And just like I wouldn't use that mousepad, but I want to have it on my desk.
I want a Slayers van.
Slayers van?
Yeah, they have a van.
I want the jacket. Like the jacket I really want.
The MMA jacket?
The MMA jacket. The Kiev jacket,
those are like really expensive.
If you would ever sell that in an auction house, you get a lot of money. I mean,
MMA's jacket's worth as much money as he's won, basically, because it is the reason.
Why he won. Alright, Ben, so predictions for TargA versus Puzzle. I really love TargA, and I think he provided an awesome story so far in the NASL Season 3, but he's going to go up against the division leader, Puzzle. Puzzle, who seems to take the NASL very seriously, always shows up at his games, always seems to be well prepared. Never any issue with him. I think he took a look at Puma and he's like, hey, the Puma guy is pretty good, but I think I'm pretty good too. And I see him winning $40,000 every 5 months. You know what? I'm going to try to do the same. So I think Puzzle's going to go all out here, Ben, and I think Puzzle will win the series.
Alright, so my brain says that you're right, but my heart says no. No, Kevin. My heart says TargA's going to win. And you never bet against your heart, Kev.
That is true, actually. You shouldn't go against your heart.
So I'm gonna pick TargA. He's the underdog. It's a bit of a long shot, but he's been playing so well. Played great games against MC, and barely lost. So I think he's gonna do it. He's gonna take Puzzle.
I mean, it would not be the biggest surprise in history, but then we would really have a sick story. As Lowly has lost the previous 2 weeks, if TargA would win today, Ben, against originally the Puzzle, then I actually think that TargA is the biggest story of the season. We see Nexus first opening over here for Puzzle, followed up by the Forge. TargA went for 14 pool and 16 hatch, so a very standard opening on either side. I like the opening of Puzzle though. Like if you scout, there's no real reason to go Forge before Nexus.
Yeah, these Nexus first builds are becoming more and more popular, and they are so good. I loved what Vibe did against Nexus first. He said, hey, I'm just going to build a hatchery in your natural.
Yeah, that's so good.
And it sounds really silly and cheesy and gimmicky, but it's actually really good because it delays that expansion for so long, and it forces Protoss to play your game versus allowing you to play his game.
Yeah, and the worst thing is if the Zerg ever gets the Queen out, then he's going to drop Creep Tomb West. It's going to be a nightmare.
Actually, after that game, I went and played some ladder, and I did that, and I got the Queen out, and I dropped some Creep Tumors, and I was like, yeah, that's right.
And then you died to 1 base?
No, I won the game.
Damn it, Ben. That would have been a much better ending of the story.
I actually
almost
almost
cheer
died.
for the bad guy.
I almost died because like he got out a lot of sentries and immortals, and I was like, oh, good grief, I'm still going to lose to this crap. But I hung in there, and I barely held it, and I won the game.
So 1 base sentry immortal?
No. It was a really funky game. He ended up taking his 3rd. It was silly.
What map was it, Ohana?
Cloud Kingdom.
Ah, Cloud Kingdom. Cloud Kingdom plays a little bit different. TargA does get the scout up, did not manage to pick up that probe. TarGA's 3rd hedge is a little bit later, Ben, than out of most Zergs. It's also because he's already mining gas, so maybe TargA has something funky for us planned over here.
Might be. I think he might also just come off of gas. Maybe. No, maybe I'm just wrong. But this is something that some Zergs are sort of doing a little bit these days. They're getting this early Ling speed. I swear I thought he was going to get early Ling speed, but he's not.
Maybe we'll see something funky like Hydralisk Nidus.
Yeah,
if anyone is going to do it, it's TargA, man.
Second gas goes down. What are you doing, TargA?
Second extractor is indeed going down. Oh, it goes Roaches and Banelings. The new Roach Bane bust against Protoss.
What is this guy doing? Like, he hasn't started anything. He's building lots of drones.
There is a probe heading over to the main base of TargA, though. There is this Queen here, and the Queen should be able to pick up this probe, right?
Queen-Drilisk fighting!
Queen-Drilisk will take out the probe. Robotics facility being warped in right now for Puzzle, and yeah, indeed, Ben. Most importantly, the layer is on the way for TargA. So TargA, what's it gonna be? Maybe Nidus Hydra? Maybe just 2 base Spire? Do you think that would be possible?
It could be. Now, some people have been talking about Nesty and his play against Sentry Immortal, saying that he kind of solved it. He just plays base race Muta, getting a very fast Spire, skipping speed initially.
But I thought that was like the whole reason why people stopped playing these blind robo openings in start, because the 2 base Muda is very good against it, and it's almost impossible to win a base race when you don't have blink. So I think it makes a little bit of sense, but since well, he's researching link speed now, Ben, so that kind of gives me a Muda feeling.
Yeah, that's sort of what I'm feeling too, Kev. I have no idea. I guess we're just going to have to sort of figure it out together. But
I'm feeling Mudas.
I'm eager to see what happens. I'm feeling Mutas too, and there's the Immortal starting up. There is an Observer out, so Puzzle is going to piece this together. Oh, you see what I did there?
That's smart. That was really good.
Spire does go down, so it is going to be some 2-base Muta play out of TargA, and I'm really, really excited to see whether or not it pans out. How cool would it be if you made like an Overseer and like put it around the Spire and then snipe the Observer?
Yeah, that would be pretty cool, Ben, but I don't think that's gonna happen. You know what I like as well, guys, for the people wondering, like, why did Puzzle build 2 cannons blindly? That's also because he got a probe scout off and he saw there was still no turret head. So in certain areas like that, I mean, for us it's very relaxed to play this game. We'll see everything that's going on. We see that TargA's making a lot of drones. Of course, Puzzle doesn't know what we know, so he has to worry about all those crazy things like Zergling, Baneling, like roaches, and that's why it's often very, very nice to have that second cannon, and that's why he did it.
Now he knows what we know, and what is he going to do in response? He's going to throw down double Stargate.
What? Little fortune teller.
Is that going to be? Is it going to be done in time?
It will be. I mean, you might take quite a bit of damage, but I think eventually double Stargate you're able to get Phoenixes out so extremely quick. But it's wow, he's even getting +1 straight away for the Phoenixes, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, it'll make the Phoenixes kill Mutas super fast. Phoenixes also build super fast.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to defend this with Phoenixes, I think it makes sense to go double Stargate. Because if you would go 1 Phoenix at a time, there's a chance that the Mutas just fly in and pick off a Phoenix one by one, and you will never be able to get a proper Phoenix count out. But this is a huge investment for Puzzle.
TargA did make an Overseer and grouped it with his queens near the Spire. But it was too late, Kev. It was too late. Observer has seen everything, and now TargA is on the move. First Phoenixes are in production. I think Puzzle's going to be fine, Kev. He's seen this in time. So TargA's going to want to just deny the third base, do what damage he can, and then get some transitions going.
Yeah, but still, even 2 Phoenixes, man, won't be able to do all that much. But that cannon's going to help out a little bit. TargA knows, and the Stalker's actually going to help out a lot. So now he's already forcing turn around with the Mutas, trying to pick up.
Doesn't lose anything yet. So what is TargA going to do now? More Mutas in production, and this is a mistake, I feel, Kev.
Did he see both targets? Yes, he did. Wow, and straight away Fleet Beacon being wiped in as well, Ben. So we might actually see the Phoenix upgrade. And then it's going to be really nice for Puzzle if TargA keeps making Mutalisk.
Yeah, I think that the best thing TargA could do right now is transition, I guess, back into Roach Infester. Or even go up to Hive, because the Mutas alone are not going to cut it against upgraded Phoenixes with that range.
No, you're really going to need Infestors. I think Infestors would always be nice when you see double Stargate on the map. There's really, it will pay for itself straight away. Making more Mutas is just not going to work. Puzzle's making the absolute dream scenario here. The only thing he doesn't have is Archons, Mothership and Storm, but those Phoenixes from double Stargate with that Fleet Beacon upgrade is going to be more than enough to deal with these Mutas.
Absolutely it is. TargA does drop that Infestation Pit, so he is making a good read. He's going to try to just continue adding to his Mutaball and then get 1 or 2 Infestors out and land that 1 key Fungal. And if he can do that, he can straight up win the game.
Yep. I mean, we shouldn't forget that TargA's economy is now already better than the one of Puzzle, and it will be much better in quite a while. By the way, don't you think that this like little image looks a lot like the new air unit from Protoss in Heart of the Swan? You know, I've got the name.
Yeah, the
Destroyer or something? Tempest. That's correct. The Tempest, eh, man?
Yes, it does look a little bit like that. That's a cool observation. Maybe that's where they stole it from.
Yeah, because I mean the Tempest is also supposed to be the answer to Mutalisk.
I don't think Puzzle's going to need any Tempests in this game, Kev. Ooh, TargA's making some Corruptors. I like that as well.
Yeah, but it's all going to come down to those Fungals, Ben. As we all know, Phoenixes, they love to clump up. So if TargA will be able to land 1 or 2 Fungals, he can actually win the Muta war against Phoenixes. But he's going to need Fungals, and he's going to need some really, really good Fungals.
Puzzle's being very, very patient about this, securing his third base, just inching around his side of the map. Where are TargA's Mutas? They're all just kind of chilling out in the natural.
He's going to pick off 1 Corruptor, Ben. It's an unfair fight. Wow, for a second I was afraid that these were the Mutas, and I thought he was going to lose all of them.
Ooh, TargA going to try and snipe off this Nexus. He might be able to get it, but he's not going to try. He's instead going to run up into the natural. Take a look, see that it's well walled.
It's going to pick up a probe. Actually, he's playing up his Zerglings very well done there by TargA, trying to make something happen. Here come the Phoenixes, Ben, and it's going to be a Spore Crawler, it's going to be a Queen. He's going to lift up the Queen. Yes, he will pick it up.
He's going to die very, very fast. That is a lot of Phoenixes. They're dangerously clumped, and the first infestors are in production.
I was about to say, that's really, really risky to fly this far right now with Phoenixes. I mean, if you didn't have to worry about Fungo, it would be paradise. You can just fly in all the time, pick off as many Queens and drones as possible. It's going to pick up an Overseer, of course. Overlords are awesome to kill.
Infestors are about to pop. Man, the Puzzle is playing with fire right now. TargA has 16 mutas, 5 corruptors.
Did he scout the infestation pit?
I don't know.
Yeah, he might did, but I think it was very hidden. Yeah, he did see it.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. If TargA can kill off these Phoenixes, the ground army of Puzzle is just...
Zerglings, man. TargA's not paying attention to all of these links, and he's just losing them. That's a really big loss.
It hurts. He loses all of his map control, loses his ability to apply pressure. Now Puzzle can cross the map. But still, if TargA can find an answer to the Phoenixes, if he can land that big fungal, the ground army of Puzzle is really mediocre. It'll die to the mutas so fast.
And not just that, man. Greatest Fire is on the way. We're going to see Broodlords, but I'm just afraid that TargA won't be able to get the time that he needs. If you give TargA 2 more minutes, man, he's going to be more than just fine. But I don't think that's going to be an option anymore. If he still had all those Zerglings, he could have counted so easily.
Spines are going to finish. There is the Infestor here. TargA's going to be as patient as he can. He wants those Phoenixes to clump up. But now there's so many Stalkers that I think that perhaps the army of Puzzle can just roll right over TargA. Oh, some Banelings coming in and connecting with the Zealots. That's nice, and a beautiful fungal on the Phoenixes, but does TargA have enough? I'm afraid that he doesn't. The Phoenixes kill the mutas so just mind-bendingly fast. The hatchery goes ahead and falls, and now there's a 30 supply difference in these two armies.
Yeah, I think that Puzzle was just way too far ahead by the time that this attack started. Look at all those Phoenixes, man, with this upgrade. Looks so powerful. Big long shots on the Corruptors. TargA calls GG, and Puzzle wins the game 1 on Daybreak.
Wow, man, and that whole game comes down to the Observer Scout. It's all about that Observer Scout. Puzzle just barely sees it in time. Like, if he's 10 seconds later, his reaction is too slow, and those mutas show up to an undefended main base with...
And if you just fly in for 5 seconds to pick off 4, 5, 6 probes, you force them to pull away the probes, you force him maybe to warp in a Stalker that you pick off. It's the muta's already paid for itself. You're going to be in great shape. You're going to play 3-base Dirk against 2-base Protoss. But as you said, man, that Scout, and then going double target straight away, we can take another look at that final fight, but I felt that this was an absolutely impossible fight for TargA to win. The Greatest Spire is almost ready, Ben. Those so important Adrenal Glands upgrades is almost ready, but I don't even think that upgrade would have made a difference.
I don't know, Kev. Adrenal is basically a free win if you can get it done. But TargA, unfortunately, I guess Puzzle just hit that timing, that 16-minute, 20-second Adrenal Glands timing.
Just right in time now. This was a fight that TargA couldn't win anymore. But what I would have loved to see him do, Ben, after he saw the cannons going up in the middle of the line, after he saw double Stargate already being wiped in, I would have just loved to see him sacrifice those 10 mutas straight away and bomb straight away a switchback, which is very scary because Zerg gives up all counter ability, gives up all map control. But I think eventually those mutas are not going to pay for themselves anymore. And if you just sacrifice them, you take out 7, 8 probes in the process by the time you lose all Phoenix or mutas, which I think is possible because 10 mutas, they kill 7 probes so quick. And then Protoss is already on double Stargate, has 2 Phoenixes, will most likely go up to 6, maybe even 7. I think that would have been a better choice.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know if I like the word sacrifice, but I do think he could have done more with the mutas. He was a little bit afraid to fight, like just those 2 Phoenixes. Like, he could have done some stuff there, maybe kill a Stalker, maybe kill a Phoenix, kill 4 or 5 probes, and then have the mutas just kind of around for some scouting and some map control.
I would have loved to see him sacrifice them.
Is this because you're a Protoss player at heart, Kev?
There's no muta I like more than that muta.
If I was a mutalisk, I would like to meet a Void Rat. But instead, TargA's mutas met Phoenixes, and that is a much tougher hustle. Short commercial break, and we'll be back with Game 2. It's going to be on Antigua Shipyard. Don't go anywhere. More NASL action when we get back.